What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, another iOS update, another week. Finally, Apple literally took their time with this one. It took them 6 weeks to freaking push an update. And I feel like they've been focusing a lot more on iOS 13, and that could be a reason why they're kind of, in a way, neglecting iOS 12. And I feel like with 12.3, it wasn't even that big of an update. I think they focused a lot more on the bug fixes and stuff, but in terms of the features, in terms of like the functionality and everything, it's pretty much exactly the same as iOS 12.2.1, so kind of keep that in mind. However, at least they're trying to focus on something. That's kind of my assumption. Now, if iOS 13 comes out and it actually ends up being horrible, then I honestly don't know what they've been doing these last 6 weeks, but I guess it's whatever at this point. Now, the size of this update was 469 megabytes on my specific iPhone 7. So if you have an iPhone 7, it'll be around this update size. So kind of keep that in mind. Probably save like 500 to 600 megs on your device before you update it. But another key thing, this is probably the biggest update I've seen on all of my devices right now. So for 12.3, this was the biggest, which was kind of weird. Now, I haven't done the plus size versions yet, so that'll be on the second channel, but that's kind of weird that they did that. That's kind of funny. Now, this update, like I said, it really didn't bring too much in terms of like the features and everything. It's pretty much basic. They dropped like 6 betas for this thing, which was kind of weird. I don't know why they did that. They could have easily dropped this on the first beta, so I don't know what they were doing. But one of the key things that was updated and one of the things that was pretty much advertised in this thing is Apple TV. It's been updated quite a bit throughout this beta, and I think they're really trying to focus a lot more on their Apple streaming service, and they're trying to push that. And the 2 main features that they brought were kind of related around the streaming service. So with this one specifically, it's just like the Apple TV app has been updated. I don't use the Apple TV app. I don't even use an Apple TV. But there are cool things with this if you're into it, so that's awesome. You can use it however you want to. You can go from there. I'm done wasting time on it. Another thing that was updated is actually Airplay 2. So we've had Airplay 2 on our devices since I think like iOS 11.4 or 11.4.1. But now Airplay 2 is just a little bit better. You can now send more than just photos, videos, and music. You can now send other files, I guess. But I'm confused on what other files they meant by that, because that's what they said on the release notes. But I feel like AirDrop is pretty much Airplay 2, just a little bit less cooler in a way, because you can't really stream through AirDrop, but you can send files and stuff. So I'm curious on what they meant by that, but maybe they're trying to go for like their video game thing, maybe streaming a video game to your screen at some point. Probably not now, but in the future, that'd be pretty cool. Another thing that was updated was actually with the Siri suggestions, so now it's a little bit smarter. And another thing is with intelligent suggestions. So let's say you're watching like Minecraft tutorials or something and you stream it to your device. Now these suggestions won't show up on your screen. It'll actually, on your TV screen for that, it'll show up on your device itself. So I think that's a little bit better. It's a little bit less intrusive, and it just kind of goes for that privacy thing Apple's been stating for so long. So in my opinion, I like it. I don't have anything against it. It's definitely a step in the right direction, and I like that a lot. Now, we did run a benchmark, and on iOS 12.2.1, I had a multi-core score of 194,462, and I just reran it, and it actually went down quite a bit to 144,713. That's actually pretty surprising. I'm not too sure what keeps happening. I might make a separate video maybe discussing this, but on my iPhone 7, I've had such a rocky road on this thing. It's like literally like every like 2 updates, it just goes up in the multi-core score, then it just crashes. And multi-core scores don't mean everything. They're just like a kind of a number, but I think it's kind of crazy. I don't know what they're going to do for this, but in terms of performance, I think I found it exactly the same. I don't think it's like crazy or anything like that, but I am going to try to figure out why that keeps happening on the iPhone 7, man. So to answer the question, should you update? Yeah, it seems like a good update. It seems like it's, I guess, okay. Don't update expecting like crazy features or anything. On my iPhone 7, you might see a decrease in performance or a decrease in performance. On my other devices, it didn't seem that bad, but for this one, it went down a lot. However, if you do want to jailbreak, stay on the lowest version, you can. 12.2.1 and 12.1.4, 12.1.3, 12.2, whatever. Stay where you're at. The jailbreak will come to those ones first before it comes to 12.3. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave that at. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.